her hives. Now, her complaint was that there was no prior warning to the fact that this would happen, whereas in other people's pallets, they normally would warn you that you were going to end up having a disease. You're going to look terrible. So why buy it? I mean, that's just my opinion. If you're allergic to something, it's like me having a peanut allergy and then just downing a bag of peanuts, or like being allergic to tea and drinking it anyway. I forgot. I put salt in that. Oh, that is grim. Oh, that is terrible.
I watched all his promotions on the palette. He didn't say that it would look like I have goddamn eyeshadow on still after I tried to remove it.
Obviously, it's really not cool to have a product without a prior warning that may give anybody some form of allergic reaction. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's illegal if he hasn't done that. But at the same time, I can understand why in his promotional videos on the product that he's been doing with many, many other YouTubers, he wouldn't go, oh, and by the way, you may get an allergic reaction and maybe die. Or look terrible. They're really kind of the same thing by the overreaction in this video.
People are trying to say because it's a pressed pigment that I should know that pressed pigments can stain. None of the others did this!
She then goes on to explain that none of the other colours in this palette gave her a reaction like this one, and that this one basically should never have been released with the palette because it causes more harm than it does good.
And it's not just me who has had reactions like this. One of my other really good friends got the palette as well, and guess what? Same shit happened to her.
And apparently, loads of people are having this problem, although this is actually the only video I could find, and the only tweets I could find about it that said that you do get this reaction when you use this form of makeup on your eyes. But if there's no warning, then I'm not going to say that there isn't, because there's a high chance that there are other people who are probably having an equally terrible experience with this makeup. I'm not a makeup guy. I don't know if that was obvious, but James Charles, if you are watching, there's a collab in that. But it's the response to this video which is what really sent it spiraling out of control, because so many people were just hammering at her for her reaction to this product. I think you just wanted them couple minutes of fame. I've already had those moments from other videos, so I don't need it. LMAO, which means you're used to it, and you already know how to get it, so you did it again. Everyone assuming I expect it is complete bullshit, because I never do. All the other times were random. Do I care? No. At the end of the day, I know my intentions were to warn people. All this other stuff is irrelevant. If I didn't log in here, my life is the same. Cool. I just think the rant was not necessary. You could warn people without being mad rude about it. All that negative energy in the video was too much. Ain't it, Chief? Now that right there is how you end a conversation, sister. I understand that people want to protect James Charles, and I get that. And people obviously really do like him, and he spent a lot of time working on this palette. But if you do have something that starts burning your eyes and giving you hives, then of course you're going to be angry about it and complain, just like you would with any other product. So you didn't read the back of the package and wanted a verbal warning?
You want attention.
The last thing I want is that. It just didn't have to be a thing if you didn't respond or was kind back. He made this happen, not me. Pigments are known to be not eye safe. It's up to the individual to research this. Also, does the package not say not eye safe? You don't have to warn for staining. Sephora didn't warn me for my chance of allergic dermatitis. It's makeup talk. I don't know this, but James, if you want watching, hit me up. It's the consumer's responsibility to know what they are putting on their skin, especially if they have major allergies or reactions like you. No one forced you to put it on. Ah, yeah, that is true. All in all, that's it for this video.
Mabel.
When I'm trying to, cause nah, don't call me up in my photos.